Hey guys, what's up, and thank you so much for clicking on my video. This is the part 2 tutorial in your After Effects training series, and in today's video guys we are going to learn how to import files to After Effects, how to create your own project, how to save your project, and how to create your own compositions, how to pile up things in your project panel, and lots of other things guys. Now alright, so let's get started people. Now guys, I have this one project open over here, okay, and I call it the yoga project, okay. I have named it the yoga project, and this project guys has seriously nothing to do with today's tutorial. But before starting with the tutorial guys, I wanted to actually explain you people, since you guys are beginners, okay, and if you go around on YouTube and Google saying that what does After Effects really do, and as in what is the use of Adobe After Effects, you guys actually in YouTube people, okay, what they do is they create some really cool intro titles, okay. That's a great thing for graphic designing, okay. After Effects is really used for that. But in the industrialized world guys, okay, After Effects is supposed to be a software used for putting After Effects, okay, as in like this clip right here guys, okay. This is supposed to be a video clip, a blank video clip in which this beautiful lady is doing this yoga posture, alright. And I have used After Effects for turning this clip into a commercial ad, okay. I have added some music. Now of course guys, okay, now there are gonna be a little bit of mistakes, as in not exactly mistakes but some problems, but you know, but I created this ad in somewhere like 20 minutes. That's a very quick time, okay. So I didn't really work up on those small things, but you'll get a big picture, okay, when you'll see the final thing which I have created, okay. So you can just see over here, and with the eye and with all these effects, and if you see over here guys, okay, now this is the end result which I created, okay. Now if you see from here, the woman goes, and if you see and if you listen to the music guys, okay, and here right here, Peace Yoga, that's the company's name, and that's the logo. It's a stupid logo, okay. I use it for explaining CorelDRAW tutorial series. And peace of mind guaranteed, that's like a shitty line, okay, which I used. I'm sorry about that, but this is what I wanted to explain you, okay. After Effects is seriously used for putting and editing video files, something like this, in something like this kind of a manner. And I'm going to be showing you guys how to put all those effects and text effects and everything. So alright, so let's get started with today's tutorial. Now today's tutorial, like I said, is gonna be in this video guys, I will explain you how to import files to After Effects. But guys, before importing things to After Effects, you should be knowing about this one thing, okay, and it is called the composition. Now composition guys is a very important thing in After Effects, okay. Without a composition you seriously cannot start with a project. This is like a one important rule and a one very solid rule. This is like, you know, seriously a solid rule, as in if you do not have a composition you just cannot start with your project. And if I go to explain guys what exactly a composition is, a composition guys can be said like a folder, okay. It's kind of like a virtual folder. That's the way I explain. It's like a virtual folder guys, in which you have to store things, okay, and those things are supposed to be your different kind of layers. It can be a music layer, it can be a null layer, it can be a 3D layer, it can be a light layer, okay, it can be a text layer, as in yeah, actually I can use this project to explain this. You can see this with like this part over here which says comp1, alright. This guys is supposed to be my composition, okay, composition 1, and all these different things, as in the sun, the ring, the golden light, alright, all these different layers. This Adobe Illustrator file, this too is supposed to be a layer guys, alright. And these two text layers which I have, and the actual video clip, right, and the music file, all these things guys are supposed to be layers or things which I have to store in this composition. I can you know, time them, alright, I can add effects to them, and therefore guys I can, you know, pile them up as per my needs, and you know, in those ways in which my project looks good. So that's what composition is basically means, right? And now we will see how to create a composition. Now guys, if you guys remember the welcome screen, alright, if you guys you know, if you guys have closed it and you want to go to the welcome screen again, what you have to do is go to this help command, alright, help menu, and come to welcome and tip of the day. Click on it and your welcome screen will be back. Now you'll see guys that I have been doing quite some projects, okay, on After Effects, and there is this one thing over here, this one button which says new composition. if you guys, like say guys, okay, like you have decided your mind that today I'm gonna go home, alright, after school you're gonna go home and you're just gonna go ahead, sit on After Effects, and you are gonna start with something with scratch, okay. So you need to have a composition. So instead of closing down the welcome screen, okay, you can just click over here, new composition, click on it, and this dialog box will pop up, okay. It is called the composition settings, okay. Now it can it will allow you to change the composition name. Of course, you can call it introduction, or say, or you can just call it your name. For my, it is teacher style. You can choose your preset. Alright, now guys, listen up. In this composition settings, there are these two dialog box which says basic and advanced. Now of course I'm not gonna go in advanced, okay, because this is a beginner tutorial, but trust me guys, you don't really want to go in here and mess up things. So just stay in the basics for now, alright, and come to this preset part. Now guys, preset is supposed to be a part which will take me a long time to explain you guys, okay. Now if you guys are creating okay, a project right from the beginning, you need to have a composition like I said before. And if you guys are confused at which preset to take, because there are seriously a lot of them, alright, somewhere like around 15-20 of them. So I'm going to give you guys a quick explanation, okay, a brief explanation on what a preset exactly is. Now if I okay, I'm not going to close it, but if you see this screen over here guys, okay, this lady is over here, the peace yoga, the eye, peace of mind guaranteed, the rings, and the sun is over there. Alright, if you take a look at this screen, okay, it is a widescreen format, meaning that if you go on this preset part, okay, and you take something which says a widescreen, alright, and click OK, it's gonna come in this kind of a format, meaning it's gonna be coming in 16:9 ratio. Alright, 16:9 is supposed to be a widescreen format. And if you take something like a NTSC-DI, a D1, that's gonna be in a non-widescreen, that is 4:3 ratio. Alright, so that's up to you if you want to take it, but guys, it's my advice. Alright, now since I'm an After Effects user from quite some time, I would give you an advice that always go for a high resolution preset, basically this one, HDV HGTV 720 29.97 frame rate. Alright, go for this one, it's a good one. I really don't want to go into the explanation because I'll just be losing on my time, but trust me guys, you want to go for this one, okay. And it's a great preset. It's gonna help you out because it's gonna be staying in the HD. So if you guys are putting in some of the high quality videos, okay, HD videos for editing, or trying a project like me, go ahead and do that. Alright, go ahead and do that, and this preset will take it well. And the next thing which we can do over here is the width and the height. 1280 by 720, that's HD resolution type, okay. You can go ahead and change it as per you like. You can, and if you want, and if you like, you are given some very direct instructions that you should be putting up, like this is this number, just click on the button, okay, and it will allow you to put on some very specific numbers. I'm just going to do a Control-Z for now. Same with the height command guys, okay. And you may want to have this thing checked over here, lock aspect ratio. If you do not have this thing checked, okay, say if I remove the check and then if I increase my height, you'll see that only my height is increasing and only my width is increasing and my height remains the same. If I lock it, okay, and then when I increase, you'll now see that my height is increasing along with my width. So I'll just do a Control-Z a couple of times. Okay, it's not gonna work, but I'll just manually put it 1280 just to show you, and enter. Oh, whoa, alright, I just created a new composition. Now that's one way of creating a composition guys. If you guys have closed the welcome screen, okay, or you are one of those people who do not like the welcome screen coming up, I have told you how to do that, right? You can just shut down the welcome screen. It will never come up again for you guys. So if you are one of those people, what you can do is, of course now guys, you guys will not be having anything in your project panel. Alright, what you can do is go down to this button over right here, okay, which says create a new composition. It's gonna be in the project panel, okay, this project panel, flying panel right here. It's gonna be a small button over here which says create a new composition. Click on it, okay, and the same dialog box is gonna pop up again. You can change the name, play with the height, play with the preset. And yeah guys, one important notice for you beginners, before you before you create a composition, you may want to change your background color. Okay, it's gonna be somewhere in white or gray kind of a thing. Okay, gray, like in a grayish fade kind of a thing. Okay, you may probably want to change it to black. All right, click it to black and then you can create. Okay, and you'll have one more composition for you. Now, once you have done that, guys, you're gonna see that in your timeline panel right over here, okay, which is over here, you are gonna see all these new tabs open up. Okay, so this means, guys, that that at a time, okay, if you are working with one project, you can have a lot of compositions. Now, if you guys are wondering, TSL, what does, why do you, why are many compositions created? Okay, now sometimes, guys, what happens is, say, but actually I don't really have the thing to show it to you. um Say that, okay, say that I was working with an animation, all right, and most of the time what happens is, you know, when it is an animation, guys, there are like 70 to 80 layers. Okay, saying like one right eye, one left eye, one right hand, one left hand, and the face, the mustache, some hands, some legs, some other things. Okay, and that's just for one character. Okay, so you might want to compress all of them into a pre-composed layer. Okay, and I'll talk about that later. So when you are pre-composing layers, that is one time when when you really have to use so many different compositions, right? I'm just gonna go ahead and close this comp 2 and this teaser style, right? And I'm gonna delete this comp 2 composition, right, which is there on your project panel. I'm gonna delete it from here as well. Oh my god, no, you gotta be kidding me. Yeah, click on it, delete it. Comp 1, I'm not going to delete my comp 1 because this is the composition being used right now. Teacher style, I'm going to delete. Yes, I'm going to delete my name, and yeah, there we go, guys. Okay, guys, so now I'll teach you how do you import things to Adobe After Effects. Okay, now guys, listen up. There are at least, like, say, 3 ways. Okay, at least I know at least 3 ways of how can you import things to After Effects. But since you guys are beginners, I'm gonna teach you the very easiest way to do that. Alright, what you can do is just go down to your project panel, okay, over here, and when you see this blank space, guys, okay, just do a double click over there, and a dialog box is gonna pop up asking that, so which is the file that you want to import. Now say that right now, wait a sec, I want to go ahead and import lots of things. Okay, just to show the next part of the tutorial. Say that I'm gonna go to say style productions themes stylers.com. Stylers.com is on my website. Icons, fonts, cursors. No. Hey, yeah, that's it. Windows actually, no. Wallpapers, yeah, just go wallpapers. Right, and I'm gonna do a control, okay, control and A. That is gonna select everything which is there in this folder. And once you have selected everything, guys, okay, you can click open to open them in your project panel. Now that's how at least that's the easiest way I know of, okay, in which you can do a multiple file selection and can open all of them in the in the quickest way possible. And that's a cool thing. But likewise, okay, guys, now in this, okay, since I was explaining you guys, okay, I imported lots of JPEG files. Okay, so that's so that, guys, okay, has caused a problem in my project panel, because now there are so many files, like seriously so many files, that I will be having a tough time if I ever need to find something. Although these files are named properly, I'll be having a really tough time, okay, going up and down again and again to find something which I want in After Effects. So what you can do is you can create a group or a folder, alright, and store things in it, just to keep your project panel a little tidy and in an organized way. And if you want to create a project, a folder, alright, what you can do is you know this button which says create a new composition. Just beside that, guys, is a folder which says create a new folder. Click on it and a new folder is going to pop up. You can rename the folder if you want. Say I'm going to name it alphabets. Alright, and say, guys, I'm going to select every alphabet that there is to select in this. So actually I'm just going to do this. and I'll remove all those things which I don't really want in my folder. And yeah, so say everything has been selected, alright, which I want to put in this folder. Now what you have to do is, and yeah, of course, deselect the folder when you're doing that. Just take those things, okay, make them into this kind of a flying thing, alright, and oops, oh shit, no, yeah, and just keep them over this folder of yours and let it go, and everything, okay, which you had selected is gonna go into this folder. Now if you see that thing, guys, okay, Adobe, this folder of yours, okay, is gonna have this one box over here which will give you a little bit of an information, okay, okay, I'm sorry. It's going to give you a little bit of an information about what is inside. Like, it's going to tell you how many items are inside, and that is 26 items are inside this folder. This thing, guys, okay, this thing right here, I don't really know what is the name of it, but it is really helpful because it always gives you a first frame picture, okay. Like, say this is a video. If I click on it, okay, it's going to tell me, it's going to give me a first frame look at what it is, and it's going to tell me it's in which resolution. It can tell me if it's a photo, JPEG, and all those used one time. That's a pretty important thing. Of how many times have I used it. So that's a pretty important thing, guys, right? That's how you import things to Adobe After Effects, and that's how you create new composition for yourself. So now if I have to teach you guys anything, okay guys, I think I'm not going to teach you anything else in this video, and I'll teach you guys something in my next video. And thank you so much for watching my video, guys. In the next video, guys, we are gonna finally learn how to do something really cool. I've not thought about it, but we're gonna learn something really cool, guys, because I have a feeling of it. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Please subscribe me and like my video, guys. Thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you.